What's up out there, YouTube? It's James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope all is well with you guys out there on this beautiful midweek Wednesday. All's pretty good over here. That was a situation that took place earlier this year in Romania, in the city of Oradea. Okay, and what happened was a car just launched itself like a projectile in the air, as we just watched, after jumping a curb. Okay, yeah, after jumping a curb. Now, nobody got, hurt, and it's a blessing that it didn't, because what, 4 to 5,000 pound car launched like a missile, really could have took somebody out. Not even the driver was hurt. Okay, but he was arrested just the same. I don't know why that he was driving the way he was, but what I'm noticing here is this happens to be has become a global phenomenon ever since a certain incident took place that was global all over, the globe. Just say it like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, we had the V before the X. People just start driving just ridiculous, as we're going to see in 4 to 5 other cases, maybe a little less. That's here in this country, right here. People are basically just launching these cars, driving crazy, doing over 100 miles per hour, and districts and stuff like that, residential districts, that is. And don't care, flying all up in people's houses, as we're going to see in these other few cases. So without further ado, the next one we got is a semi truck driver that jumped a divider on an Indiana highway. I think it was Interstate 469, where I live in Fort Wayne. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, on an icy road. You see, these people are driving ridiculous. I always say, when you go out in public, to watch yourselves, watch the traffic and stuff like that as you sit in traffic. But hell, what can you do, if some car come flying up through your house? Now, check that out. You know what I mean? It's just like people, just like I said, are doing too much behind the wheel. But what I want us to do is check these other videos out, and then we'll get back to the commentary.
Indianapolis police say a male has died and a woman is critically injured after a crash on the Near East Side. It happened just after 2 a.m. near the intersection of Sherman Drive and Washington Street. Investigators say camera footage shows the car driven by the woman traveling north on Sherman Drive became airborne because of the speed it was traveling. The car then went left of center and hit the male's car, which was headed south. IMPD has not confirmed if the male was an adult or a juvenile. The woman was taken to a hospital to be treated for her injuries, and a blood test will be taken. Wild video out of Oregon when a truck soared through the air before crashing into a home. It happened Friday in the city of Tigard, just south of Portland. Police say the truck was speeding through an intersection, hit a dirt mound, and was launched through the air from more than 100 feet. The truck left a massive hole in that home. No one inside was injured, but they are displaced. The 33-year-old driver was arrested and is now facing reckless driving charges.
Unbelievable video here at 11. An out-of-control car flying through the air, slamming straight into a home near St. Louis, Missouri. A terrifying crash captured on a nearby home's doorbell camera shows the car spinning in midair, clipping the front steps of one home before smashing straight through the front of the home next door. Eyewitnesses say the car looked like it was speeding at nearly 100 miles an hour and traveled a couple hundred feet before the moment of impact. The driver was killed. Miraculously, a family living inside the second home not injured.
Now you see what I mean? This is ridiculous right here. And I'll even add another thing that is going on that people are doing, smoking while driving. Okay, that's got a lot to do with it too, other than just the V before the X. Yeah, people are smoking while driving. You can smell that stinking ass weed. You can smell it. You can be approaching a car. If it passes you, your window's gonna be rolled up. You can smell it. You can be sitting behind a car. You see what I'm saying? If they're in there smoking that, you will smell it. And that has a lot to do with it too. You know what I'm saying? And we all know that's global as well, especially right here in the good old US of A. Okay. Also, you got people sitting at the drive, at the stoplight. Light turns from red to green. They'll sit there a good 10 to 15 seconds if you don't blow the horn, probably even longer, and will cause you to sit at the light again. You'll be sitting at the light again 2 or 3 times if you don't put the horn on these sleeping zombies. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, there's something going on, with people and the way they're driving. And I always hasten to tell people, look, watch yourselves when you are out there, driving among these zombies. You see what I mean? Because V before the X, well, being that it did something, altered, the DNA and all that kind of stuff. And I know what that's all about, but, it changed people. Okay? And these people are like a zombie, almost like catatonic state, and then sometimes becomes violent. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes even use their vehicles to be violent, if you understand what I'm saying. And that's just what it is. But like I said, what can you do if you in your house minding your business and all of a sudden a 5,000-pound car or truck comes smashing up through your house like we just watched? That is messed up all the way around. These people are committing, a lot of vehicular homicides, and that's just what it is. Now, in the cases we just watched right now, nobody got hurt, and that was a blessing, but not all cases, end like that. People need to start being more responsible. I know that a lot of them have a obstacle to climb, being because they went and did something that they really shouldn't have did, and somebody told them not to do, and they went and did it anyway. And now they stuck. But that don't mean that everybody else should pay for that, if you understand where I'm coming from. But that's just what it is. But that's all I wanted to show you guys about how people are driving these days. It is crazy. Last year, I did a story about a nurse. She was a traveling nurse, and she blew through a stoplight going 90 to 100 miles per hour and claimed the lives of 6 people. I can't remember what state that was in. Guess what? She had the V before the X too. Okay? She had the V before the X too. And then she acted as though she didn't know why she did it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Messed up all the way around. So again, I'll tell you guys, just be careful while you're out there. Keep your head on a swivel, because we are among the crazies now. That's just what it is. That's all I got on this one, people. I hope you guys found this little video entertaining, or you know what I mean. And heed the warning, okay? Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. People, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched, simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.